All right, here we are, another video. This one's gonna be a little different, but that's what we're doing. Every video is gonna be a little different. We don't have a niche. So today I'm gonna introduce you to my friend Mike. Served with him in Afghanistan 2007 2008, and this is a little bit of his skateboard story, and we're gonna throw in some clips of our week together here in El Paso, skating together for the last week. All right, have a good one.
Hey everybody, I'm Mike. I'm 36 years old now. I'm a full-time RVer. Had a chance to meet Tony when I was in the military back in 2007 in the land of enchantment known as Afghanistan. We got the skateboarding around there. I travel now full-time. Been doing it for about 3 years now. I got a 76 GMC Mini Midas RV that decided I want to kind of keep her going and restore and have some fun with, and been loving it ever since. It's a great life. Get a chance to come out to places like El Paso and see this great skate scene. So I got into skateboarding at a pretty young age. I was about 10 years old. The typical kids pushing around the neighborhood and having a little bit of fun. I got into middle school and bicycle became a little bit more productive mode of transportation, so kind of fell out of skateboarding from there. Never really got back into it as a younger kid. So later on down the line, I wound up joining the military. Went in summer of 2000 and never really got to skateboard very much doing that stuff. They keep you pretty busy. So knocked out 3 combat deployments at that point over the course of about 6-7 years, and had an opportunity to meet Tony when I was out on my 4th deployment. We were out in the south side of Afghanistan, and we both wanted to get back into skateboarding, and had a great opportunity to kind of get out and do it and go have some fun. So we both got some skateboards out, found us a fresh patch of concrete, some obstacles to skate, and I mean from there on it was awesome. You get off a mission, get out and you blow some stress off and go out and skate and try to kill ourselves learning tricks, when we're out and the other guys were trying to kill us. So it was a lot of fun, and I think the beautiful thing about it too is even getting into the community out there is we met some of our peers that we knew professionally, but we would have never really dealt with personally. Until we started skateboarding. We wound up at the end of that deployment with a great crew of guys. I mean, we had a whole squad of dudes plus on skateboards. I got out of the Army in summer of 2008. Wound up real lucky. The guy I lived next door to was pretty hardcore. He liked to go out and skate. He's a little bit more of a street guy. Took me out to some of the parks out in Phoenix and really discovered what the mecca, Phoenix was as a skateboarding location. So from then on, it was, it was a lot of fun. From that first session, I could do nothing in that park, and the props and the encouragement that you got from people was, it was really evocative of the military. It's even if you're not, out there thrashing like Tony Hawk, you put in that work, you push those wheels forward, and I mean, people know what that work is when you're putting it in. So it brings a great sense of community. It was really paralleled the military for me when I was a civilian. Skateboarding post-military was probably one of the healthiest things to happen to me. You get kind of lost in the civilian world when you first get out, so getting to meet a lot of the peers out there and do a lot of the work, it really, after a while in the Army and fighting, you lose your creative streak. You're pretty destructive in that lifestyle most of the time, so it tends to kind of kill your creativity. The great thing when I got out and started skateboarding again, it really brought that need to create out in me, be it doodling, drawing, starting a business. Stood up a business with a partner of mine from the military when we first enlisted. Was an absolute blast. I don't think if I hadn't gotten back into skateboarding, that I don't think I would have had that drive and that desire to get out and create. So, get out there about 10 years later, and my friend Tony calls me up. He's out here in El Paso at the Sergeant Major's Academy, and told me what a great scene this was out here, and I should probably get myself out. So, came out here about a week ago, and I've been absolutely loving it. This has been a nice trip. It's funny, I kind of broke my policy of never traveling south in the summertime, but it was 100% worth it coming out here. It's been nice kind of bridging that gap between back in the military days and where I'm at now as a civilian. And the great thing is you have skateboarding. Skateboarding has really kept that together for me. It's been vastly therapeutic in both arenas. Big thing is, had I not been skateboarding, I don't know if it would have brought me down here. I mean, I love all the guys I served with, but it's one of those ones where you don't really want to go back and just sit and talk about the old days and reminisce and be nostalgic. So it's been really cool getting to come out here and do this and kind of reestablish a new perception of my relationship with my military peers. It's not that misery that we used to be in. It's this awesome creative process where you go out and you got to be tough, you got to be strong, you got to be fit, and it's an absolute blast. I think the biggest thing is you got to get out and do it. That's the biggest thing. We all get hung up. We're all a little self-conscious about things, and especially when it comes to falling down. Nobody wants to fall down in front of people. That's the beautiful thing about our community and what we do. It's you get out and create, get out and do it, and you'll never catch grief from your peers out while you're doing it. You can't stick a small axle stall. They don't care about that. You're working on it. You work on it for 10,000 times. You're gonna get props every time they see you putting that work in, whether you're sticking it or eating concrete. It's it's a creative process. It's the biggest thing. So go do your art. Go out and go work on your cars. Go out and create things. Go out and paint pictures. Go out and take yourself to that skate park you always wanted to go look at, or that skate spot, but you were afraid you wouldn't be able to skate it as effectively as the guys that are out there tearing it up. They'll never give you any trouble on that kind of stuff. The biggest thing is get out and do it. That's the one thing I hope everybody figures out in this journey in skateboarding, is put the self-consciousness away and get out and do it. Everybody's gonna love you for it. Go out and make that forward motion. You're gonna find that you wind up loving yourself for it. A great thing with that is as well, these younger guys start seeing the heart, the work you put in. They're gonna model that. You're gonna be a positive influence for them as well as yourself.
Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, hey, stay along for the ride, subscribe, doing something new all the time, and go do something awesome. Go out, create. You don't have to be a creator to create. Just go do something forward motion in the direction you want to go. Have a great day.